So joining us now for more on the UN vote and other foreign news is Senior Director for the Foundation for Defense of Democracy's Behnam Ben Taleblu and retired Brigadier General Lane Holt. Gentlemen, good morning. All right, here we go. So Behnam, the UN vote went down as the president had hoped, the UN Security Council passing the Gaza peace plan that he had brokered. So the president, he then posted one of his happiest Truth Social post ever. So he had this to say: "This will go down as one of the biggest approvals in the history of the United Nations. It will lead to further peace all over the world and is a moment of true historic proportion." Okay, yeah, it looks good on paper. But as we just heard our correspondent reporting, Hamas refusing to accept the plan and disarm, like they've been refusing to disarm. And the UN obviously has no boots on the ground to enforce this plan at this point. How significant do you believe this UN vote is, practically speaking?
Well, it's a pleasure to be with you. Listen, the UN vote is still historic. I wouldn't say as historic as the actual ceasefire agreement that the president helped to broker just a little while back. But no doubt it takes that political win and enshrines it, you could say, within international law. This is now endorsed by UN Security Council resolution. So it gives it a much wider, much more multilateral reach. But the fundamental problems, the political problems, the military problems still remain. And those are not really internationalized. Those are quite localized, because the problem is going to be moving to phase two practically on the ground when it comes to Gaza, and particularly when it comes to Hamas disarmament and the future of governance in the Gaza Strip. So now the president will have more cover, and the Israeli prime minister will have more cover to vigorously pursue phase two. But the question remains exactly how are they going to do phase two of the peace plan?
Yeah. General Holt, I would love your thoughts on this. And, a key to President Trump's Gaza plan is an Israel that has, strong military edge in the region. I would love to know your reaction to all of this right now.
Yeah, this is really a positive step and to Behnam's point, it provides some legitimacy. But what we're left with still is a military operation to eradicate Hamas. No one's surprised that they would say, oh, well, we don't like this. It's like, you're not going to like anything. You've lost militarily, and you were supposed to surrender a while ago, and you haven't. So there's going to be a military operation there. I hope, and I know the diplomacy is oriented around it, not just being the IDF going in. Maybe we could get some help out of the Arab coalition. But what I would say is it's a big sign that Hamas is orphaned. They're orphaned because of what you saw happen at the UN. And it's also it's emblematic of President Trump's determination and resolve to see this through with or without Hamas's help, because his big prize is the Abraham Accords and bringing peace to the entire region, not just this little strip of land. We are going to have to work on a very big humanitarian situation after this is done. So there's more fireworks to come. There is more fighting to come. But this is a great step.
Yeah, definitely. I do want to shift gears a little bit back stateside. So President Trump, he will be hosting the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia today. Now, he's stated that the U.S. will sell the Saudis our advanced F-35 fighter jets. Behnam, I guess my question to you is, what do you expect from today? I know that there's reportedly going to be a big signing event during this visit. What do you see happening?
Well, make no mistake, this trip, you could say, is quite historic, because it's the first trip of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to the States since, I think, 2018, since, I think, term one Trump administration. Also, he's basically getting the royal treatment, even though you can't host him for a state dinner because he's not technically the head of state yet. It's all of the bells and whistles and trimmings, minus that, official name. For the dinner that they'll be having formally this evening together. There'll be the signing ceremony for this deal. And then also keep your eyes on the nuclear deal that was concluded when President Trump went to Saudi Arabia as well. And that might move to be signed while the Crown Prince is in town. And also, of course, actualizing more of the investments by Saudi into America and investments by America into Saudi Arabia. So both sides are looking to grow the political, economic, and other types of relationships that have made Saudi Arabia and America partners for so long. The question is, each one of them have something big in their mind. Saudi Arabia looking to accomplish Vision 2030, trying to get as much American help for that as possible, as well as finding a pathway to a Palestinian state. And President Trump rightly concern about peace in the Middle East, and trying to find a way to build bridges and normalize ties between Israel and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, General Holt, quickly, I would love your thoughts on this meeting that is coming up. Like 10 seconds, what do you expect from today?
It's very key. The jet signing is a big deal. Got to watch Israeli politics, though. They're not very pleased that there's going to be another competitor on that jet line where they build that aircraft. But we do need the balance of power. We need MBS on sides, and we're getting that. And this sends a good message to China and Russia as well.
Absolutely. Good, fantastic point to end on there. Behnam Ben Taleblu and General Blaine Holt, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.